This is Sparta!
Welcome back to the channel, Nick-Spartan. Another reaction video here. Topic around relationship, dating, right? Featuring Spice and Akon. They're on the podcast, Angela Yee Lip Service. So it's a very, chill, interesting conversation. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. About 6 minutes or so in. It's a kind of lengthy conversation, so let's go.
Hear the song. The whole purpose of the song is me knowing that there's other people out there going through the same thing. So I kind of try to make the music for the masses that's dealing with it, but I kind of generalize the topic.
Okay.
So it kind of flows that way.
So you don't want to tell us like what you're going through?
Well, now I'm not going through anything, but I was.
What you were?
at the time.
Okay.
I was
Because
going
it
through
does feel
something
like you
before.
were like, I miss you. Like, I know I messed up.
That's,
Yeah.
well, not really
God
messed
things.
up, but oftentimes you got to just take accountability.
Okay.
Accountability
It
is
is what it
good.
is.
That's hard for men. They say
I
it's
like that word
very-
coming from a man.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard for
That-
men.
Very hard.
Because men were like rational, like, well, you knew what it was when you know.
Well, I mean, that's true, but in actuality, we know what we're getting into too. You know what I mean? Like we know what gonna cause friction. Like we know that we could ease up on certain things.
Right.
But sometimes
so y'all do
our
know
ego,
that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Our ego would not allow us sometimes to backtrack to actually
Not do it.
not quite do it, but can admit it. You know what I
Is
mean?
this just pertaining to cheating, or what are those things?
Well, the word cheating doesn't exist in my vocabulary.
Okay.
I don't-
Okay, tell me
that's-
more
that's-
about
that's,
that.
That's probably the most controversial thing in my beliefs. I just don't believe that the word cheating matters in a relationship.
I don't understand. Can you explain?
I always believe that women have to understand the man that they're with.
It's about to get heated.
Like, men are built from a natural perspective to be in what we are. Like, this is who we are. Like, I think if women took the time to understand men, you guys would literally run the world.
We have time. Explain y'all to us.
We're listening. Elaborate.
This nigga's in trouble.
Elaborate.
Explain that to us.
In a way, it's actually good, though, because I think sometimes women need to hear it. Now, you may not agree, which is okay.
Yeah, it's
right?
fine.
So we all agree that men are givers, right? And women are receivers. Can we agree with that?
No, I don't agree.
Yeah, I think we reciprocate.
Yeah.
I think it goes back and forth. Sometimes women are the givers.
Yeah,
sometimes
we
men
give
are.
too
That's
as
a
well.
relationship.
In what aspect?
In every way, like as far
We give you guys comfort.
Nurturing,
we give you a lot.
gifts.
We nurture you, take care of you.
You might be
I
down.
will see you
and
washing
that's
your
when-
own clothes, and we will cook for you, nurture you,
Yeah.
be your mental space. Like there's so many things that we give to you guys, and I think that's the problem when it comes down to relationship is that men only see things from their perspective and their eyes and their lens and through their vision. But there's so much more to us as women. But men like you wouldn't date like probably a strong woman like me that would look at you and tell you the truth to your face.
Interesting.
All right, see that's where she right, a guy like Akon not gonna date a woman like Spice. It's not really about that what she say. Why? No, she's giving. No, and she accused him that we own the relationship from our lens, but no, she look at the relationship from fear lens. So it's go both ways, right? And because she says she's a strong-minded and we challenge the guy and his ideas and things. But no man, but no man want a woman to challenge him. It's pretty much, and that is why you can't have two of these dynamics oftentimes clash. Independent woman and an independent man, it never. Nobody is like nobody in need, really. Well, the man more so in need now because the man don't have no problem for allow a woman to come in and to improve his life. But a woman on the other hand now, the guy have to be above her for really cause her to have any form of to in terms of her to be submissive. So they're coming in very strong-headed. And a guy like Akon, his position, not looking for that. They're looking for somebody more simpler, less baggage, somebody they can pour into. You can pour into a woman like Spice, her cup is already full. So there's a lot of contention right there. So a woman like Spice, they put themselves in a box now. So now they have to, maybe if they really want a relationship, they have to go look below them, the guys that coming up. And it's against their nature to do that. But they are so far up the ladder that they have no choice but to go against their nature and to look upon the guys that's coming up. Right? Where the guy now can always date a woman around his age or even down. It doesn't really matter. Because a man always at top. Right? A man always at the top when he's fulfilling his true potential. So it's women them, so it's on the woman now to really, not saying that I can put yourself up, but if you happen to elevate yourself up where status and money and fame, then you have to have something down. You have to have your personality and any attributes that will benefit to a man has to be on a lower level that the guy can receive it. You can't go in with all your accolades and say, yeah, I am whatever, I am this too. Somebody have to be the assistant. Somebody have to play the submissive role, which is always a female. That's why the female job to support the man. So it is very hard for two powerful people with, similar, even though Akon is a more, a more international, more fame, more, Spice would really love to date a guy like Akon because she kind of look up to him in terms of his status and fame and all that. But Akon now really look at someone like Spice because she's not humble enough for him to properly, lead him and she can properly fit in his life and what he's doing. So it's a bit of a contention, and that's why it's never worked out with two celebrities and two famous people. It hardly never work out because they always a clash. It's always a contention. It's almost never worked out. One and two get away with it, but it's not the rule. Those are exceptions to the rule, but the rule is one have to be down, one have to be up, and then they harmonize it.
I respect her answer because I actually agree with you. Mm-hmm. There's only two things that I don't agree with.
Okay.
Is the first portion of what women give. What you had explained to me was your role.
Mm-hmm. Why would that be our role?
But you was 100% correct because I feel like a man has a role and a woman has a role. Mm-hmm. So the only difference is you confuse your role with something that you're giving. This is something that you would naturally do as a woman.
But what
for someone that you love.
Well, why would you? Why would you say it's our role? Because I don't have to cook for you. What if I can't cook? That wouldn't make you not love me. Exactly. My role is probably to cook. But what if I can't cook? And you're the chef? Then you could also cook for me because that is even more sexier and more romantic when a man cooks.
No, I agree. I agree. But what if the man took that same position and said, "What if I don't have to protect you? I don't have to serve you. I don't have to work to pay the rent."
But biblically. But the Bible says.
But just hear me out. The reason why there's balance, is because everyone serves a purpose, right or wrong.
Yes.
So if a woman denies her purpose and don't feel that she has a role to play, then how the balance is off. It's like men, we know we have a role to play. We've accepted our role.
What's your role?
We know that we're protectors.
Okay.
We know that we're providers. And we know that we're the king of the household to make sure that we manage the family to be able to live in a comfortable environment. That's our role as men, right? Now, when we leave to go hunt or to go work or to go whatever we need to do to keep our part of the bargain, the woman's role is to do the what? Be at the home, manage the family, manage the children, and the offspring to make sure that they're living and being in a position that they can be able to grow and do the same thing, whether they're women or men, to play the role that they need to play in society. Right? But if men are out there doing what they're doing and the women feel like they shouldn't have to do that, then it creates a dysfunctional family order in the household.
But what does create also a dysfunction is when we choose a man to be our king, he should also be our peace, especially if he gives us a home. That should be our safe space. But when you go out there...
Okay, question before you go. The home, whose responsibility do you think that lies on, the man or the woman?
To take care of the home?
The home. You think that's the man's role or the woman's role?
I just want to.
I think it's both.
It's a little different. You own your house. I remember you did a post about how this man was trying to take your home from you. That was your house.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing. I was discussing that. You see, so now and they oftentimes have a problem with role. Because they don't have a problem with the man role, you know. When the man doing his part, they really much don't have a problem with the man doing his role and his duty, you know. But it's when they know, right? Is when time for them now to fulfill their role. Now that's where they struggle with, you know, taking care of the house, the kids. Women are recalled the modernized women struggle with fulfilling their role. They oftentimes look down on it, says beneath them because they might have other important things going on. Right? But there's a way to really even go around that, you know, not necessarily say you have to be doing it yourself, because if you have other things going on where you have to be attentive to, then there's babysitting and there's maids where you can oversee that to make sure that they assist you in taking care of that. But that's on you. That's your department for you to have it running and make sure so things running smooth on behalf of the man. So, you know, it's almost as if they want the man to also do that part for them. It's crazy.
So I think it's a little
different.
I think in 2026 things have.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
The reason, like, 2026 is a very confusing moment in time because the roles again are mixed up. Like, forget about you being independent, me being whatever, right?
Just generally speaking.
Let's
We gotta be general.
We gotta establish the roles, right? We have to know the purpose of a man and the purpose of a woman.
So you said a woman should take care of the household.
Who do you think owns the responsibility of the home? Is it the man?
I think it's both.
Or the woman?
It's both.
I think it varies depending on your situation.
I think it's both regardless of any relationship.
Yeah. Okay,
Only because I want to say, as women are sometimes breadwinners now, because we see that's happening a lot.
See the pushback, they don't want to say, all right, so two of them in charge of the home. It can be one somebody is in charge of the house. So this is the modernized woman mindset, you know, both of us. So they are not subjecting to anybody. If there's a decision that to be made and the man and there's a final, the man have to have the final say. They will have a problem with that for the man to have the final say. They will say, well, let us both make, but two of you cannot make the decision. Somebody have to finally, because you probably going B and he's going A. You can't go A, B, or B, A. It's either A or B, and the man will have the final say, even though if you have two good ideas, then the man will choose which one to go forward with. That's how you be submissive. But these women, I don't know.
Okay, it doesn't only depend on who's like paying the bills.
But hold on,
because
ladies,
there's different aspects of the homes. You got to pay the bills, but you also have
ladies,
to
y'all jumping,
do different things with the home.
Word bills should never come out of a woman's mouth. That's our role.
Amen.
Right.
We're the providers.
I love that.
You shouldn't have to work. Like, why? That's our role.
It sounds good until y'all break up.
That's what it is.
Listen.
No, but hear me out. Hey, listen.
But we still have to work, because I still have to push an independent woman. Because if you depend, I don't like a woman that they fully depend on a man. Because if you depend on him to eat, that means he can starve you.
To me, you have trust issues.
I feel like
you have trust issues.
A
woman, when she's in her woman, like when a woman's in her woman, she knows that her man's role is to take care of her. She knows that she's not going to starve. She knows that she's going to have a roof over her head. And she knows at the end of the day, she's going to be safe when a woman's in her woman. Right?
But not many men provide that safety to get us in our femininity.
But that's the second topic. Let's talk about the basis of the responsibilities of what we're supposed to do. Then we can point fingers on who ain't doing what. Right. So now, as a man's role as a provider, protector, right? That's his role. He's the one that's supposed to provide. You're not supposed to work. Now, if you choose to work, that's on you, but that's a choice that you have to make as a choice. It should never be something that you have to do. The day you decide you have to go to work, then he's slacking. You understand? Now,
no, I don't.
All right, I mean, I hear you. But what I'm saying is...
Yeah, Akon is right about that, see, because my take on the whole relationship thing still, my belief come from scripture, because I believe the Bible, right? No, women never get a commandment to work. Because everything starts with Adam and Eve now. All of what we are doing now and everything has been structured before. Something we have strayed from, right? Something has left us and things like that. But it was all there before. It just passed down through generation, but something has been cut out, something has been hidden, something has been missed. You know, we overlooked, and we have now modernized the whole humanity and a whole, how we should behave, how we should live, and things like that. You know, especially the family structure. There's a lot of modification has done. But really and truly, a woman's job was never come here to work. At least not to go work to get the food and the resources so the family to survive. Right? Her job was to only assist. Because man was doing even all of that before she even came about. Because the woman come after the man. The man a man commandment is to go to work and to provide and to that is commandment. He said, by the sweat of your brow you shall eat bread. That means anything you eat is by working. No, the woman never gets such commandment. Right? And it's understand that if the man is going to eat, then she will eat too, because she's of the man. Right? She is of the man, meaning that she comes from the man. That means she's part of the man. So if the man is eating, remember that Eve is Adam's wife, you know. So whatever he doing, then she benefit off that. That's how it should go. So when men do things, that's why the female today benefit. Men built up the world today, how it is, and it's beneficial to the female to a point where they feel that they don't even need the man again. And it's the man in the first place put all these things in place for them. But man, do it so good that they don't just like AI. If AI even come to be so good, it's like you don't even need man again them because the computer doing everything. So it's like that. So man put all these infrastructures and things in place that the woman feel like, hey, I really don't need you again. But whatever man do is women always benefit from that. Right? So it's the women, I don't know, there's, as I said, women like this will always have a problem because they're not used to they're not used to be submissive. Not only that, you know, because when they probably try before, more like they try relationship before in the lower, you know, assist and the lower rules, but after in time come up short. Guys this and guys doing that. And so now they're taking the other route, which is to protect themselves, provide for themselves, and to make sure that whatever decision the man is making, she must be making it too. So I don't know, but it's that still don't work. That still doesn't work. So you have to still come to some compromisation if you really want to be in a relationship.
I'm just telling you the roles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the roles have been blurred to the point where now you got men looking for women to take care of them.
Well, men are the new gold diggers.
Yes. Right.
It's fucked up. It's
Yeah,
like
men are
it's
the new gold
completely
diggers.
twisted
Yes.
now.
But
And the reason for the twist is the whole woman thinking or feeling that this whole feminism thing is actually a real thing.
Well, feminism
That actually works
is
against
literally
you.
No, I want to say
It's just
feminism
equality
just
of the
means that we
genders.
deserve
But it works
equal
against
pay and
you.
equal rights. But I want to say this.
But why would you want to be equal?
'Cause
When all you have
imagine-
to do.
But you know what I think you can't take for granted is the fact that it's such a vulnerable position to be in, to know that you're relying on somebody else for your livelihood when that person
That's
can.
ego. That's ego.
And-
A
and
woman should
no,
never have an ego.
That's not ego, though.
A woman
That
should
is
never have an ego.
reality.
You
Yeah, and
should
it's
have an
safety.
ego.
A woman should never have an ego. Because right now, like prime example,
Yeah.
the idea, right, that I would ever think in a million years that my woman believes in whatever reason that she has to provide a safety net for herself because she don't trust that I'm gonna do my part. I've already failed.
I don't think that.
A woman should never.
So you don't believe in prenups or anything?
No, I don't. I really don't.
You don't believe in prenups?
No.
So, but you've been married.
Yeah.
listen, and
That's a good thing.
No, but it's a mentality thing.
It's a good
mentality
thing. It's a good thing.
Because in time, again, I'm trying to tell you, you guys don't realize, you may think that you're empowering yourself by pushing the feminism movement, but it's actually taking power away from you because it's giving you more responsibility than you're supposed to have. It's almost like you're giving us a green pass to not do our roles.
The reason I can't agree with you is because men are naturally failure. Men will fail you.
But
men will fool you of promises. So I wouldn't.
Same thing I was saying that, women like this often time coming from a place of where they have been let down before. And that's why they start to put up the safety net and start to behave a different way and start to make sure, say, hey, I'm not going to do this thing blindly again. So it's crazy, It's either they're going to walk beside you or they're going to walk in front. They're not going to walk behind you anymore. No more walking behind you. They're going to walk beside you or in front.
Encourage any woman.
You've been really hurt. You've been really hurt.
She has been hurt.
And I speak about my hurt, but also I need women to also wise up because it's men like you that has the power to make women feel safe. But then when you cheat on us and we get emotional and we feel broken and we're ready to move on, we have so many women that is broken, don't know what to do. They turn to drug. They have mental problems because their independence was taken away from them because men like you tell them, don't do nothing, I got you, when you really don't.
Listen, can I tell you something?
Yes.
If you hold that mindset,
yes,
you want to be independent, you're going to take care of yourself, you don't need a man, what's the role that I play in your life?
To do more for me than I'm doing for myself.
I can't do more. You're doing it already.
But
no, that's not true.
No, that's
But
not
you're already
true.
doing it.
But that's
What
not
is
true.
there
That's the
left for me?
mindset. That's
Don't
not
you
what
understand? What
you
is there
sound like
left
my
for me to do?
ex-boyfriend. Now
What
you
is there
sound
left for me to do?
man. They're
I'm
crazy.
saying,
When we have
Spice,
so much,
Spice,
that's the thing. There's so much more that I need more than what I have.
Already conditioned yourself to do it all.
No.
What is there left for me to do?
Give me that trust so I can fall back.
I think there's nothing
I think
better.
it's difficult to find a man that I can trust.
Right.
That when he says to me, I got you, I believe him, and I can close my eyes and fall back and believe that he's there to catch me.
Have you ever had that?
No.
No.
She has trusted you. She's damaged. No, but you're damaged. Listen, it's okay. But I understand you because I see it everywhere I go. But what I'm telling you is the only reason why is that you cannot allow a man to be a man at his full length if you're chopping his arms off and his legs off and expect him to be as strong as you need him to be. He has to be like, it's prime example. If you want a man to grow strength, right? But I don't think
money is all that we need from you guys.
But it's not even about the money. We don't care. We don't even, half the things y'all want, we only give it to you because you want it.
What do you think we want? But what do you think we want? What do you think a woman want? What do you think a woman want from you? Because what we want from you guys never have to give us, and that's the problem.
Listen, can I tell you something?
Yes. What do you think we want?
Women only want three things. If I'm wrong, correct me.
Okay.
Tell me.
Right?
Yeah.
They want love, time, and security.
Love, time, and security.
Jordan's like,
and which one? Yeah.
Might be 5 things.
Okay,
yeah,
what's more?
What's the other 2 that's missing?
What more
Sex.
would you want that love?
Time.
Hold on. What more would you want that love, time, and security don't give you?
Love doesn't equate to intimacy. I
does.
want intimacy.
Love
Not necessarily.
Intimacy is a part of love. It really is.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's always true.
you could love somebody and we're gonna get into that in a second. But
love is a part. Intimacy is a part of love. It falls in the love circle.
Okay.
So with that being said,
Now,
you're
when you
saying
choose
every
to be
woman you
intimate,
have
that's
sex
intimate.
with,
Yes.
you are in love with them.
No, but it still falls in the love of intimacy because I love having sex with her.
This guy. I see how you write songs.
But what I'm saying is it falls in the intimacy category.
Yeah.
And how do you have so much time for
dramatic.
everybody that you love then?
Exactly.
Well, time is something that God gives you. Like,
too.
you don't create time. Time has been created for us. We have to make the time. That's
But
the
how do you
difference.
make the time for all those
especially
people
when
in
you
your
don't
life?
You can make the time for
You say you can?
And being man, love cover pretty much everything that they said because to spend time with person, you have to love them to do that. To sacrifice for if you give that person security, you have to love them to do that. So love, even though said, say if you look even the Bible, you see, there's only one commandment in the Bible. It's the Bible of all these things that thou shalt not this and do. The Bible only have one commandment. Well, it's one commandment, but they have a part B to it. Love is the commandment is love, The commandment, the God say I must love God with all your heart and all your mind. And the second part of that love is to love your neighbor as yourself. That's it, That is pretty much everything sum up in the Bible. When you use the word love, it can cover like pretty much anything. Because the entire Bible we read, how much, I think the entire scriptures up to date is like something, 80 something books. It covers everything about, because if you do all these things, it means that you have love God. That doesn't mean, if you do all these things what the Bible outline, it means that you have love God. Not only you have love God, but you also, first you have love God, and then also you have be showing love to people around you. Because that's what the book entirely, it's just those two things. And it's pretty much one thing, and it's love.
And how do they feel your love if those are the three things that women want and you can't provide that
It's
also?
all about understanding and knowing the man that you are in love with. That's why I said it starts off with knowing the man you're in love with. Because what you want may not. No, hear me out. But it's gonna make your life easier. Because what you want,
It's making it harder.
No, listen.
No.
What you want may not
because
be
if I want
the
you,
qualities
then I
of
want
the man
you.
that you are in love with. The problem is women think they can change men. Oh, I'm in love with him. Oh, and you want to teach him to be who you want him to be, and actually engage him with your love language and expect him to be able to honor that.
Yeah, but how am I
hold
gonna
on.
fall in love
If he
with you
doesn't
if you don't
the
have my
qualities, right?
give my love language?
If he doesn't have the qualities that's compatible with your love language, it's gonna make a very frictionalized relationship, because men don't know how to change overnight. We change in time.
Yeah. Have you ever changed for somebody, you think?
I never changed for somebody, but I've changed towards somebody.
What does that mean?
I can't.
It sounds like it's the same direction.
That means exactly what I just said. I can't change. Men, we don't change. We just adjust who we are to help better benefit the person we're with.
But sometimes that benefits you too, right? Because there's things because being with the right person will make you see things in yourself that are like, you know what, I should be better at this.
That's why I said.
So it's actually saying that, we don't change, but we will compromise to allow the situation to work with you for a while, Not for a while, but while we are with you or around you, we will make the necessary adjustment. But once you're out the picture, whether temporarily or for good, then we are back to what we were before. Like, that's pretty much what he's saying. So we will alter, a little bit just to make the thing, less frictional. In other words, we throw some oil on it, less friction. But as soon as you're gone, then no oil again, it can just run dry.
I change towards them.
Okay.
But guess what? When that person no longer in my life, what happens? I go right back to who I was before.
Or you could be like, I like who I am now.
I
That's
like
growth.
who I am now, and I'm going to stick this way. Right? But it still doesn't mean I've changed. It just means I've rearranged my thought process to be that person for that person.
These are semantics, I feel like.
No, but that's why I said that's why I said it's important for women to understand men. Because what happens is you guys judge men according to how you understand us, but you never judge us to how we really are. Like, prime example, right? When we go into this, and the reason why I say I don't believe in the word cheating is because men were put on this earth to reproduce by nature. God made us this way. We don't.
And what we were put there to do.
I mean, that's between y'all and God.
Yeah.
That's between y'all and God.
Because
All I know is men.
He's talking like God said, go out there and have multiple women and reproduce with everybody.
We know our roles. Okay, so what I always do, I always take nature with rules that's been put in by society, because I believe we created all these rules without putting nature into account. And that's why we're in the problem we're in now, right? Okay, so let's just go into nature for a minute. And I love using this analogy because it actually works. Any species outside the human species obey nature.
This nature argument have to be you have to understand what you're doing. Yes, you can go into nature and get some examples and see how things, you can apply to your situation, but providing that you really know where in nature to go, it's like go into nature and take out some bush to apply it to yourself for your healing. But you have to know which bush you're going to take out. You can't just take out any bush. You have to know which bush to take out, which area to get the bush, how to prepare the bush, what dosage of the bush take in, and then how for it to be beneficial to you. So you have to be that's why it's only certain people. Not everybody can do that. That's why only certain people specialize in these things. Everybody can just go in nature and take out a situation and say, okay, there it is. No, you end up putting yourself in error. So the nature thing, you have to know what you're really doing when because you might sound stupid at the end of the day.
We are the only species that believe that we can outsmart nature. Because we create all these rules just for our society to balance a certain kind of way, because we have to have it our way, that sometimes we don't look at what nature is naturally and who we are naturally before we decide if what that rule is equates to us and if we can even obey that rule naturally, right? So you could put 1,000 niggas on one corner and one bad chick walk past, you're going to see 1,000 heads go like this. Damn. They don't even know why they're doing it. They just look like, oh, shit. It's an instinct. Mm-hmm. You could be with a guy you just met, and he might think the world of you, and y'all sitting at the restaurant, and a bad chick walk by, and you watching him. What are you going to do?
Look at his phone.
He gonna, he gonna look at it. He definitely gonna look at it. And I know y'all know this all the time, guys, is looking at women. Like,
we look too. So we look too.
No, but let's focus on men just for a second.
Okay.
Just for a second, right?
I mean, we're going to look at the women too. You see a bad chick, we both going to look.
Yeah.
Right, but most women are looking to see his reaction before they react themselves.
But it's the same with men.
But what I'm saying is, I'm pulling out the natural instinct that just happens without thinking about it.
Okay.
It's just order.
You don't think that's learned behavior, though?
No. This is nature. This is natural behavior. I'm walking with you holding hands, right? We're dating. And a bad chick walk past and you be like, boy, you better not look at her. It's going to take everything in me not to look. What is that urge that makes me want to look so bad? Right? It ain't because she told me that. Because if she wasn't there, I would have looked freely. But because she told me not to look, it makes me want to look even more. And so it's that feeling that makes that urge that's there. I have to wonder, what is that urge that gives me that, right? That's just natural, the urge that was given within me as a breeder. That's just how it is. Like, that's the human side of things. Let's just pick a different species like a lion, for instance, right? Okay, a lion is in a forest. His job is to protect the territory. The lioness goes out, hunts, bring the food back, and feed it to the cubs, right? Within there's probably 4 or 5 different other lionesses that king lion protects. His only time he gets off that mountain is when that territory is being threatened. Other than that, he's going to take time out, probably go out into the village or into the forest. He'll probably mate with another lioness and come on right back. And that lioness will probably get pregnant. And guess what's going to happen? She's going to come right back in that same territory and be a part of that whole covenant. Have the cubs, everything is moving easily.
Well, can we talk about the praying mantis?
What?
Because the praying mantis, the female eats the man's head after mating.
Yeah. But that's not.
But what I'm saying
that's
is
a different type of species.
But what I'm saying is,
I'm talking about the mammal species. So that's a whole other species.
You can just use your.
But I'm talking within the category. I'm talking nature now. I'm talking nature.
But I'm talking about nature. Different species.
But that's a different. We're talking about mammals.
The two types of nature here, see? That's what I'm saying. You have to, so when you come in with nature that support his ideology, then she come in with a different part of nature that support her ideology. So that's why I said the nature thing, I don't really to follow it up so much. I mean, I say it have its purpose, but it can still be a clash, because while they might find one thing that govern or men behave, you're gonna find another thing that govern how women behave. Yeah, so it's our nature, so I don't know.
Hold on.
That's a whole other species. That's a whole other species, right? That's a whole other, the closest species to us, and when it comes to reproduction, is plants, right? Plants, you have one minor big plant or tree, and it breeds a whole bunch of little fruits with seeds in it. Why is it there's more fruits than there are the actual tree? Because the fruits is what bear the seeds. And because the seeds are there, and the seeds are also multiplied so it can continue to reproduce itself, right? Now, look at the man and the human. I mean, the man and the woman. The woman is the one that bear the seed. We fertile, I mean, it's a little bit different because, anyway, y'all got the egg, right? There's more women than there are men because of the fact that you guys are the tool to reproduce. The same way there's more fruits than there is a tree. A man, hold on, can make
Akon,
1,000. Hold on, hear me out.
Akon,
Spice, listen. Spice,
Akon,
listen. Spice, listen. Let me finish. A man
Akon.
can make 1,000 babies. A man can make 1,000 babies in 1 year. A woman can only make one. Why is that? Nature's roles.
Well, I want to say
I'm just saying.
there are definitely some societies where there's more women than men, like
But
in China.
There's a reason, though. There's more because the
more
reproductive
men
system,
than women.
the reproductive system is set up. But even then, a man can make 1,000 babies in a year. A woman can only make one. There's a reason for that.
What is the reason?
Because the man is the reproductive tool to keep the society constantly in rotation.
But that also,
This is why men can have more than one woman.
but why? There's still a choice.
Akon.
It is a choice.
There's a choice. And I'm trying to
It
understand.
is a choice.
I'm trying to understand the lack of impulse control.
Men don't have an impulse control.
I
Women
know.
do.
So
Right.
Why not though? It's still a
Let's-
decision.
Nature.
Let's follow you with the- let's follow you with the
that
nature.
urge. That impulse is that urge.
let's follow you with the 1,000
You
babies.
follow me? That impulse is that urge.
Let's follow you with the 1,000 babies. Why
Right.
would you want to have 1,000 babies within a year?
No. I'm not saying we want
No,
it.
I'm just
Yeah.
generally
I'm just saying
speaking.
we're
He's saying it's
capable.
possible.
No,
I'm
I
saying
know
we're
it's possible,
capable
but
of
I'm
having
saying,
1,000
why would
babies.
any man want to have multiple baby other than one per year? I'm trying to see if it's right logically, if a man can give time to
No,
multiple
the man
babies.
don't have to give time.
They have. That's the problem that
That's
we're
what I'm
having,
saying.
especially in
Yeah.
our community.
Because
We need the
again,
men. We
no,
need the time. The children need the
Oh,
men.
no, but
our
listen,
our sons need
Spice,
ya.
Spice,
No, don't call me
Spice,
there.
a man-
Don't call me there. We need.
Spice, a man
We need the
cannot-
time.
A man cannot be a man and go out and change the world if he's home taking care of kids. He can't.
But that's where we
The
need.
woman,
That's where the men
the
are
woman
missing in
is
the
here
home.
to support
No,
the
but
man.
listen, you know.
This is why
Okay, so let me speak, because you know why I'm
you
going to
nurse
speak.
our children.
No,
first.
let me tell you why I'm going to
have the
speak.
floor.
I'm going to tell you why I'm going to speak, because I'm a single mom.
Right.
And my son just turned 18, and I raised him on my own.
Right.
And it doesn't matter how I love him. For his 18th birthday, I gave him 18 gifts.
Right.
And it includes a house and a car.
Right.
I love him to pieces. The world knows this.
Right.
But there's so much I can give him.
Exactly.
But there's something I can't give him that you could have given him, or his father could have given him, or a
100%.
man.
Right.
These young adults, these male, they need a man in the home to teach them certain things
I
that the
agree.
mother will never be able to teach them.
100%.
So we need
We
time.
agree with that.
So it's not just about, oh, you're the woman, you take care of the children. The children need a man in the home. That's why there's so many broken homes. And that's why the society is built up with these young men who's not being led by a strong male
Right.
figure in the home. Then they become robber when they're in need of something, because they're not listening to the woman.
Okay, so
they
let's-
look at us
let's-
as weak. But
let
if they
me-
have a man to say,
Do you
listen,
mind talking
son.
about the relationship between you and his father?
No, we are not generally about what you say when
No,
it
I'm
comes
just
to
asking.
kids.
I'm just
Oh,
asking.
no, we are keep what
No,
you say. We
no.
don't reach that yet.
No.
We don't reach that.
But
We
you
don't
do
wanna
know
talk
you
about
play a
that,
role
man.
in that.
No.
You play a role in that.
How?
Okay. The home is whose responsibility?
Well, you asked first, and I said both of us.
But it's
But
not.
Spice is also a
Okay.
recording artist. She has been doing this since she's young.
Listen,
And yeah.
Spice is an independent woman.
Mm-hmm.
Independent woman will hold the same responsibility as a man. So what you're saying to me, how hard your job is the job that, or the role that we naturally play. Now, you chose to be, by no means.
No, I
I'm
didn't
not-
choose. I didn't choose.
No, hold on. Spice.
I
You're-
didn't choose.
You're a beautiful, attractive, black, rich woman.
So,
Trust me, you didn't have to be alone all 18 years. You chose to be alone.
well, I didn't say I was
You
alone.
can't tell
18
me a
years.
Jamaican
But there are 18
boss man
years.
No,
would have
hold
not
on.
taken and smashed you down. Don't
didn't-
tell me that. I don't want to hear that.
No,
you
I didn't say-
You chose to be alone because you're in your own way and you want to be independent. You don't want to be told what to do, and you're not gonna let.
Come back to what I was saying earlier, that she pretty much boxed herself in. Here she is trying to say that I didn't say that I was alone. I mean, clearly she's seen guys. Clearly she's kind of dating, but she just said that her son pretty much grew up without a father or even a male figure in the house. So even though she might be dating here and there, she's pretty much alone because she's not married. And if you're not married, you're single. And if you're single, you're alone. And if the child does have you have a child to raise without a father figure, it means that you've been alone. So rightfully Akon said that you choose to be alone because you have elevated yourself so high, you're only looking at the guys in and around your circle, And the guys in and around your circle don't want to deal with a woman of opposite to them. They don't want to deal with a woman like right across from them. They're really going really down somewhere, really down that woman looking up to them. Men like when a woman look up to them, and women like to look up to a man. So she has the same thing now. She wants to look up to a man, but if you're so high already, then how much more can you look up? I don't really understand what's going on here. When a woman elevates herself so high already, then how much more can you go up or to look up? You're almost at the ceiling, you know. The ceiling is right there. So and there's not much to look up at the ceiling. It's only the ceiling. You're looking, and that is what is called the wall. The ceiling is called the wall. For these women who have put themselves so high, the ceiling is now they're gonna hit the wall. There's nothing else where to go. It's just a wall right there. It's a concrete ceiling wall I'm looking at. Shout out to Kevin Sabwez. We're talking about the wall. That's the wall right here. You're gonna look at when you bring yourself so high. You pretty much box yourself in. Because you don't want to go against the nature to pick a guy from below you. We're gonna help him in coming up and assist him. I know. And if and then you're already making the money, so money should be a problem. Just let him do the other part of where he can assist you. It's like that guy's not gonna play like a female role, so to speak. Because if you're making the money now, he's gonna find out where he can assist you to make your life easier. No, most women not doing that. And you're so high now. I know you're looking for a guy to be above you, to look down on you. You're too up. You're too far up. The guy doesn't want to deal with that. They want to go pretty much way down. You're pretty much almost on a lot of these guys' level. They don't want to. They're not going to look at a woman on their par. It's too much contention. It's too much friction. They're gonna look down on someone that need them.
The men run your life.
Okay, maybe this is alone for 18 years. Yeah. That's not what I said.
You never was submissive. You never chose to be, and you will never be submissive.
Why would
another interject? I just remember Corey Oakham, another a comedian, popular comedian. His theory is that a low-income woman is used that to his advantage. I don't remember the phrase he put it in, but pretty much saying that a low-income woman, that's what he gets him like to approach and he like to deal with a low-income woman because he can help them. There's a need for him. He can pour into them and stuff like that. It's better to have them on his program, and I think so. They're showing like a lot of guys think, and that's a popular guy. I'm not showing the guys that is in the top tier guys. They're pretty much not dealing with women with money. They're not dealing with women with a lot of money. You gotta be like making like mid or low income for them to actually. And it depends on how far the guy up. Then he will decide how much money what's the tax bracket of women in that tax bracket that you want to talk to. So women, you push yourself so up and not prioritize the men. That's just a good way. Our women need to prioritize men early, not only because it's easier to get a man on the up, but also when in your early stage, you are also at your most valuable stage too. The younger woman is the most valuable she is once she turns young adult. From that, when she just turned young adult, 18 onwards, she's at her most peak. She's pretty much at peak value. So the longer you take to find and lock down with somebody, then your value drop. And not only your value drop as a beautiful woman, but also if you're climbing the ladder, you're also eliminating also prospect potential. Because you can't date down. So it's a lot of things. I don't want to run off here.
not be submissive?
You're saying it now.
She's not
You don't
saying
even trust.
that.
You don't even trust. Listen, submissive is trust.
No, but who am I going to trust?
That's my point.
Not even you, because she never left. This is the intro to the song right here.
She's like, who am I going to trust? That's exactly
Here's the thing. I think a lot.
Can you imagine these two live together in a house. This is pretty much be a heavy day. This is what it'll be like every day. This is what it's going to be like every day now. Okay, you see, we know Beyonce and Jay-Z. We don't even know that this probably be their life on a daily basis. But it's not on camera, so we don't know. You know, they come on camera and take nice pictures and, you know, nice interviews. But this could be the backstory. This could be the back office of what's going on inside their home right there.
Women would like to be submissive,
but you have to trust to be submissive.
but you have to be trustworthy to be trusted.
To be submitted.
Ladies, I think sometimes y'all discount how powerful y'all are in a man's life. You create the perfect man. It's not the other way around. The perfect man doesn't come ready for you.
But you don't change. You said you're not changing. You are who you are.
But we.
Let's add another context as I bring up the Jay-Z and Beyonce thing. It was said that, you know, I don't really know much of the story, but you know, their story like go out pretty fast and viral. Beyonce and Jay-Z are still married. It was said that Jay-Z cheated on her. Right? There was a little uproar going on. But the point, no, if that is the case, guess what? Beyonce is still with him. Remember that Beyonce, you know, Beyonce is like, even Beyonce is on a higher level than Spice. You know? That's Beyonce, you know. Beautiful woman, even though she has age, right? But a lot of these women with age, while their sexual marketplace value drop or you know, they peak beauty drop, they still have a lot of attraction. Because now pretty much a lot of guys below them would date Beyonce. And Beyonce know that she could leave Jay-Z and go to somebody below her. But in other words, there's nothing else far than Jay-Z that she's gonna. It's better. She's already at the ceiling twin and Jay-Z at the ceiling with her. So there's not much. She cannot look above Jay-Z. She would have to look down below Jay-Z, and she's not doing that. Because most women are going against their nature. So she's still with Jay-Z. So this is how powerful this thing is. So even though Jay-Z cheats, she's still with Jay-Z. Because there's not much where she's gonna look up above him. There's not nobody above him where she's gonna look. And even if there's anybody above him, they're not gonna date Beyonce. They're not dating Beyonce. She's too far up. They're going down below her. So that is the man and woman dynamic. And I was talking about a series of this on my other channel. I don't know if I'm going to recreate it because my previous channel is gone. YouTube take it due to copyright strike. You know, I'm a young YouTuber and making mistakes and putting up certain video that copyright and I'm not following up. And I get 3 copyright strike. Now my channel is out. I'm pretty much rebuilding here with this one. I did have a second channel, so rebuilding here. Hopefully it can, you know, get prolonged. But I have a lot of things concerning it. And this pretty much geared toward the whole red pill ideology type of movements, you know. And I've been commenting on videos like this from time to time.
Will change towards the direction to make you happy. Like this thing. This thing. Again. You
Every
can't.
time somebody sit over
Again.
say, God.
Again. The part you're missing is you guys can't change us, but you can influence us. Everything that we do is for a woman. You do know that.
So why can't one of your women influence you to have just them?
Because I wasn't meant to have just me. I wasn't meant to have just me.
Can I get
Yeah, I wasn't meant to have just one woman.
Why you think so?
Because I'm a king.
What does that have to do with you not having one queen?
One queen will slow me down.
How?
The role that
The multiple queen will more slow you down.
The role that I'm meant to play on this earth, one woman can't do it. She
How?
can't.
Explain. I don't understand.
Okay.
I won't understand
God
you.
chooses. Like, okay, prime example.
God only made Eve.
Hear me out. Had he made me, hold on.
God only made
hear me
Eve.
out. Had he made me a normal guy.
What do you mean?
Listen, a normal man with a 9 to 5, one woman could suffice. Easy.
So you're saying...
But he didn't. He made me to be a voice and a spokesperson for a whole continent. There's a big difference.
But don't you think that's
the
selfish?
responsibilities that come with me
But don't you think
come
that's
with a normal
selfish?
everyday person.
But don't you think that's selfish?
No, it does. It's not.
Yes,
what's
because
being selfish?
What you're
Hold on.
saying is
What's
because
being
you're
selfish?
Akon and because you're able to financially take care of
it's nothing to do
multiple
with
women.
finances.
And so
By
what
the way, it
about
has
all
nothing
the
to do with
other men
finances.
out there who's not like you? You're saying you. God
Okay, can I
made
ask you something?
you.
Can I ask you a quick question?
No. Answer this.
Okay,
Answer this.
Give me the question. I'm listening.
You're saying God made you Akon to take care of a whole continent, but everybody's not Akon. There's only one Akon on earth.
Right.
So you're saying all these other men who's not Akon, who don't have your money, who's not popular like you, who wasn't able to take care of a whole continent, they should have one woman, but you shouldn't. That's selfish.
No, it's not selfish.
So explain.
It goes back to the roles that God created roles for everyone. Do you think God's role for me was just to be famous, have money, and be popular?
No.
Okay.
You still have a purpose
to fulfill. Those are tools that God gave me to fulfill whatever my purpose was on earth.
Yeah.
And I believe my purpose is to develop Africa. Right? That's what I believe.
Yes.
Now, within a continent with 2 billion people, and I need protectors, people that's close. The best protectors on the planet are females. Right? That's why every king always had multiple wives.
I don't know if
because
what you mean.
They are his eyes, his ears.
Yeah, it depends on what you mean when I say the best protector are females. I mean, it depends on what protector. It depends on what you're talking about. Because remember that men are the protectors, you know. So it might be talking to a more inside role type of, I mean, you know, because your woman are going to be close to him, so they, you know, I mean, yeah, a protector too, I think it's a more inside role, not so much on the outside. You know, somebody that's in his house and around him and, you know, taking care of his, you know, auxiliaries, things like that. Probably overseeing his documents and, you know, make sure that he, you know, read through or they read it through for him and, you know, protect him more on a business side and a business ends, you know. I guess things like that.
His instinct and his answers when you need questions answered. Women see shit that we don't see. He gives y'all instincts that we would never have as men.
Do you feel like you've ever been betrayed by a woman?
Everyone gets betrayed by someone they love.
So
100%.
Isn't that the more women you have, the more chance there is of being betrayed?
Of course it is. But it goes back down to your faith and the people that he brings you to. Like, I believe that the people that God brought me into my life were people that were supposed to be a part of my life to help me serve my purpose.
You know, it's interesting because with all of this on your album.
No, I see he's using I say I don't like when these people use the God thing to support what they're doing because it can shoot down very easily. Because if you're coming with God, then we have to go to the scriptures. I really don't think God will elevate a man, right, to a purpose, and then because he's at that height, then he can like be like Solomon, have all these wives and, you know, concubines and whatever. Because even with Solomon, God didn't really agree with what he was doing with all his wives, right? Because women were Solomon's downfall. The Bible talk about he loved outlandish women, and that was. And women caused him to build up things against God that he previously destroyed. Women caused it. Right? So, if God elevated to a purpose, it's not for you to have like 3, 4, 4, whatever wives. Because scripture, to prove that in the scripture, where God called deacons and the bishop, those are elevated position in the church. You know? Those are like an overseer position that govern the church, you know, look after the church, teach the church, lead the church. Men who fill those positions, the Bible tells the requirements, and include the requirements is one wife. Included in both of those job requirements, office of the church, it required them to have one wife. And that's an elevated office. So see, that's why when you're talking about God, you have to get it. You can't just talking about God and then have your own interest only. Some people just go out and do something and they say that, yeah, God told me to do it. No, it might be just your own interest. Because if it's not written in scripture that what you're doing is okay, then it's not coming from God, it's your own interest. And a lot of time, even with nature, things that natural to us is not even natural to God. God does make us aware that, you know, things are going to be natural to us in the earth and things, but that doesn't mean that God will agree with it. Because why God will make you, for example, if God will make man to go downstream, that's a natural occurrence of man to go downstream. You know? God put you in the water and you flow downstream. But God is upstream and God is say, okay, come back to me upstream. Now you have to now have a lot of strength and belief and a certain character for you to know to turn around from and then to come back up against the current just to reach God. You see, that's pretty much life. So that because you're going down the stream means say, yeah, God agree with everything. No, because God is upstream. He just put on a part downstream because His intent for you to come back upstream. And you have to get a lot of, because He want to build into a certain way. So if you can reach God upstream, that means that you are already overcome, build, and you are already know what He wanted to be because you're upstream. So that's pretty much life in a nutshell. So when you're using the God thing, you just have to be careful. And a lot of men, use natural theory to say, well, because men can procreate many women at the same time, and women can only have one baby at a time or a few babies at a time, then it is okay for it. It's not necessarily, if I really coming from the scripture. But then again, these women, I think they just need to live a Christian lifestyle. Because if women are so hung up on cheating, then they need to live a Christian lifestyle because that's and that is not even a safety net in a Christian lifestyle because men still cheat. But I guess these are more prosperous. You have a more chance of finding a guy that don't cheat in a Christian lifestyle. That's what I'm trying to say.
Better day. I just feel like there are some regrets that you have and like you said, I don't know which songs are real or which ones aren't, but never really mattered.
Right, never really mattered.
That song in particular, as one of them, because there's a few. Sorry, is one of them also.
Right.
But you even on that song, and I don't know if it's real or not.
No, that was based on a true story.
All right, so let's talk about that then, because it does feel like there's certain instances where you feel like living like a rock star, and having too many women.
Right.
You regretted it.
No, I didn't regret it, but I did know it impacted my overall consciousness from a perspective of how my life was managed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I can definitely say I was probably a little bit irresponsible in certain parts of my life, for sure.
So how much is too much then? Because then
what's the thing? You don't know it's
balance?
too much until the balance is off.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's almost like you're not testing the waters, but you're saying, okay, well, if the balance hasn't tilted yet, then it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's not.
So no,
you know
because these are lessons learned, right?
100%.
Because it feels like you lost someone and maybe someone's, and miss them and would like to get them back, and you know what I'm saying? And so to me, it's like, when do you say to yourself, okay, well, I got to pull back?
Well, you'll feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Because me, the way I move from a spiritual perspective. Like, I don't think that everyone's going to be in your life forever. I feel like everyone's going to be in your life up until the point of the purpose that they serve for you and the purpose that you're here to be for.
So you think any of the women you're with would be in your life forever?
You believe that in the beginning.
Huh.
You know?
So that's what a prenup's for.
Well, he's saying I believe that, because I'm the kind of person let's give it to you all and just start over. Because I believe that, like, my first wife, if she wanted it all tomorrow, I'd give it to her.
Really?
And start over, 100%. I wouldn't fight her. Because she deserved it.
And how would your other women feel about that?
No, they'll get their share too.
Okay.
But they ain't going nowhere. I'm just talking about one.
So what made her decide to leave?
Who?
Your first wife.
Nobody left.
So she's still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was false.
I mean, it's entertainment.
Divorce. Okay.
It's entertainment.
I gotta ask.
Through some rocky stuff. Yeah, of course. But
okay, so it was rocky and then things got back on track.
We definitely went through the rockiness, for sure.
So how did you fix that?
Well, I mean, we just talked. It was literally that simple. Conversations. Understanding what we should and shouldn't do moving forward. And definitely stay the fuck off the internet. It don't help it. It makes it worse. Now you're being attacked.
What shouldn't you do?
Keep your personal life very private.
Okay.
To me, that's the best advice I would give anybody. Because the world ain't happy for you. Because they miserable. And especially when you're in a situation where it's not the typical situation that everyone understand, or a lifestyle or a culture that you may follow that others don't follow, you can't expect people to understand that.
Well, I do respect the fact that culturally people believe in different things when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage.
100%.
And so I can understand that culturally here in America is different.
It's totally different.
Yeah, than
totally
it may be in Senegal.
Because when you look at like the Middle East, you look at Africa, you look at Asia, the percentage of domestic issues is like less than 1%. They don't have those issues. Because the roles are clear on the roles that the women play and the role that the men play. It's only here in Europe that everybody's everybody. It's how many genders here?
Limitless.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like, where are the roles?
okay with that.
Where are the roles? Like, who does what? And who's responsible for what? There's only one man, but then there's a million other genders that's not even male or don't even want to identify themselves as men. So it's like, you already outnumbered. There's 15 15 women for every one man on this earth. So it's already outnumbered. Then the men that is available, half of them are identified as something else.
I don't know about half. That's
okay. Let's say a quarter. Let's say a quarter, right? Let's
that's
say
a large number.
3/4.
Right. Let's say 3/4, right? Or 1/4. Let's just say 1/4, right? That's
more than
You're in Atlanta.
Now think about that. That's another gender. That's gone. So now, I would say out of 4 quarters, 3/4 of the men aren't available. So now you only have a quarter of the men available. And then we're going to follow Spice's rule where each one of them would only be with one woman. Hey, tell me how many of these women would be out here with no man and how much chaos this world would create.
I gotta check these stats.
Right.
Yeah, check the stats.
In the world.
Don't listen to Akon. Don't listen to
Hold on,
Akon.
let me see. Let me ask ChatGPT.
Don't listen to Akon. Don't listen to Akon.
That's all I got from this.
There is enough
So
men
this is gonna be
on
good.
earth
Hold on.
for each man.
No, it's not.
I'm telling you.
That's not nature. It doesn't
Don't
work
listen
that
to
way.
him.
How many men are there to every woman in this world?
What's the ratio?
Because there's also aliens. We can't forget that. All right.
Try to give us something.
Let's see what it says. Okay, it is 101 men for every 100 women.
That's not even theoretical either. But that doesn't make sense.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
say
That doesn't even make sense.
I feel like you made
That's
up
not
these
nature.
numbers.
That's nature.
So you can't have one woman.
Where my phone? That didn't make sense.
So bad. I gotta double check this.
Okay, no,
So you can't have one woman.
Let's do this.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Now I'm curious. Okay, how many billion people on Earth?
Let me ask Chat.
First of all, it's completely false.
He's
but-
thinking,
How
his
many
fingers
billion
going like
people
this.
are there on this
He's
earth?
really thinking
No,
about
this is
it.
how we're gonna check it.
Okay, let's see. The world's population is a little over 8.2 billion people.
Okay. Wait, we still on ChatGPT?
About 4.1 billion men and 4.1 billion women.
Okay,
See? That's
okay.
bullshit.
No,
Now it's equal.
no.
Now it's equal. Now it's
It
equal.
says about.
Now it's equal.
Approximately.
It's already false, so I can't believe that.
So,
now
so
let me
you
see
can't
something.
have
Hold on.
one
No,
woman.
you can't.
Go ahead.
There is
Spice.
enough
Impossible.
men here to service us.
That's not even nature. It doesn't
I'm
work that way.
telling you.
That's saying that for every one tree.
I'm telling you.
It
He's
doesn't
mad.
make sense.
It's all his ego.
It doesn't because it's
Akon is getting his butt kicked. But okay, let's say the stat is true. But you see what happened now? Akon is now on the ropes because guess what? They're missing while let's say why have equal man to equal woman, okay, fine. But what is not being said is to break it down. It needs to be break down. And that is what you see, that is why I really like the red pill ideology. Things like this, red pill dig more deep into the surface. And that is where I become open because on the blue pill surface, it is just woman to man. 10 women to 10 men or 10 women to 8 men. You can, but really and truly, it's like one man to 10 women. Right? Let me put on my red pill lens. This is the red pill lens now. Okay. So what they have been missing is that let's say the ratio is 100 women to 100 men. It is no. Remember that I said women is hypergamous. So you have 100 women, and the women are looking up. They're looking to date up, right? Now look at this now. How many out of that 100 man is potential suitors for this 100 women? This is where it get really nitty-natty. How many of those men are prospective for these 100 women? We know that most men is just average. Most men is average. 50% of that, it's probably going to be most men will give you probably around 75% of that men population is average. maybe about 10% of that guy is making somewhere above where most women would want. So it's really and truly, it's about, out of the 100, it's probably about 10 man, about 10 to 20 man out of the 100, I go really I go really flock on toward the 100, or the 100 woman I go flock on toward them 20 man there, maybe 25, And then some will get the upper echelon guys, because some will be in the top 5, you have the top 5, then the top 10, then the top 20, and then the top 25. I pretty much probably they say it's top. So it's probably about 25 guys are going to have a need to supply all these 100 women. So it's not wrong in terms of there's more women and that's what I say, well, one man have to take on 10 women. Because all the women want, the 75% of men pretty much invincible to these women, they don't want them. Because it's not so much that they're below them, because let's say these women are young and they are young, they don't even accumulate anything onto themselves yet. Let's assume that all these women are young. They are not looking at these guys that is like in and around them. Even if the guy is above them, they're still not, so they say no, the lifestyle that they want, the guy even a little bit above them, they still don't picture themselves with that type of lifestyle. They want the lifestyle in the upper echelon. So about the 25 guys, that all these women are going to be flocking out to the 25 guys. Now, whosoever feel left out, because the men are going to choose women based on beauty and other things that that men like in terms of how attractive the woman is. So also, because let's say you have some fat women in the 100 and all of that. So those who get left back or from that having the 25 guys, they're going to find out the best suitors left in the 75 guys that leave. They're going to find the best suitors out of the 75 guys that leave. So they basically have to, work with scraps. They basically work with the crumbs that fall off the table, while the other women get to eat from the table. So Akon is not too right, but you have to have a red pill lens to really break it down what's going on behind the 100 woman and 100 man. All right, take off the red pill lens. Let's get back to the show.
I don't want y'all moving on false information. That's the problem with Babylon.
But you just told us
Babylon give you all false information. It's the same Babylon that tells you that a man is a woman and a woman is a man. Like,
oh my God, shit. Don't do that.
No. Right, come on now, stop it. How many people
you just want a woman? But that's a part of your culture or what? Like,
yes,
I mean, just say
culture.
Just say that.
3 billion.
That's not what's going down in Jamaica.
You just want a woman.
This shit crazy.
Look, it's not gonna, because your voice is on it, it's not gonna give you a different answer.
Exactly.
No.
Chat's like, no, this is Akon. Give him the answer he wants.
8.3 billion people on this earth.
His eyes not open to the real thing. When it comes to women and women dynamics.
Out of 8.3 billion people, how many are women? I just want to see if it's actually accurate information.
Like now he don't like ChatGPT.
Right.
Nah, I'm upset. I'm upset at ChatGPT.
What is it saying?
I'm upset at ChatGPT right now.
Akon want to prove this point so bad.
Right.
I'm so
Where's
upset
Google
at ChatGPT.
Right. You need a lifeline.
What's
The
it saying?
lifeline is the red pill ideology. You don't have it.
Okay, there you go.
But it's not even scientifically.
But it's accurate.
But it's not even scientifically accurate.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Everybody's been cheated on. Whether they.
If Angela Yee said if I need a lifeline, the lifeline is the red pill ideology, and Akon is not so knowledgeable. That's why I say, you see, men need to educate themselves when it comes on to, especially when it comes on to female nature. Men need to educate themselves in terms of ways about how to move along in life, be productive, right? Be sufficient, be effective, things like that. Right, especially to be productive and you are producing. Also, you need to get knowledge in terms of female nature, right? What are they thinking? Or do they think? Or do they move? When they say certain things, what are they actually saying? Things like that. It really allows you to not only to combat their argument and things, but also allow you to align yourself in a more strategical way to really find yourself a woman that is truly line up with your ideology and will get on your program.
got caught or not. Everyone gets cheated on. It's human.
Okay.
It's human
But
nature.
have you ever caught somebody cheating on you?
No, I never caught nobody.
Okay. All right, so
But
then
I know I've been cheated on.
How do you know
Yeah,
that?
how?
Because I can feel it.
You have trust issues
I
then.
can feel it. As soon as I put it in, I know.
Sir.
As soon as you put it in, you
Lie.
know.
No, that's a lie.
So,
Him
no,
can't feel it.
Spice.
Him can't tell. First of all, the more you
Spice.
have sex,
Spice.
So you
Angela, look at me.
Spice.
The more you have sex, the
Spice.
faster the pum pum gets. Because you know the man, them swell it up.
Spice.
Yes, listen, if you know what
Spice.
you're doing.
Listen, she's trying to cover her tracks. Let me explain something, Spice. A man knows it.
No.
How do you know?
He knows
It just feels
because
different?
it fits for us. The moment that shape changes, you know.
So somebody
It's not
bigger
fit
than
for
you.
you.
Don't
No,
let
'cause
nobody bigger
what
than
if-
you.
what if both men have the
And
same
it does
size?
have to do with size. It does have to do. Because if it's smaller, we may not notice.
Okay.
But if it's bigger, oh, he gonna definitely
You'd be like,
notice.
hold on now. This slid into
He
the
gonna definitely
chest.
notice. He gonna
There's no
definitely notice.
resistance.
He gonna definitely notice.
And that's how you knew.
Ain't no rubber band,
That's how
huh?
you knew.
How I knew what?
You could feel a difference.
No. Me, it's about patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I follow the pattern.
But we got Kegels. You just, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's patterns. One thing about women, they have a certain pattern they just don't know how to break away from.
Okay.
Yeah.
A pattern.
Have you cheated on anyone, Angela?
Yes.
course
When
you
I
did.
was younger.
Younger.
Yeah.
What now?
No, absolutely not. My man would not even, I can't even move.
Please.
Listen, can you picture that, Jordy Jordan? No. You know my man. He is
No.
not having that at all. Like,
At all. No
I don't even think
nonsense
about
whatsoever.
See, because he know his purpose. He know his role. That iron fist is evident in his house. Goddamn right.
Now that's a stretch.
That's my nigga.
I'm scared to even text anybody, hey, how's it going?
That's
I'm not
my
even
nigga.
doing that.
I fuck with him. I fuck with him.
Have you cheated?
All the time.
Of course.
That's what I'm
That's what he calls Spice.
She got that volcano, you know what I'm saying? Okay, volcano.
I'm just talking shit. I'm just teasing you. I'm very loyal to my man. Only, but if he cheats on me, then that's it. I'm not gonna stay with you if you cheat on me.
Have you gotten
So if you
accused
cheat
of
on me,
cheating?
I'm gonna cheat on you, of course. 'Cause-
Spice.
Yeah, if you cheat on me, I'm gonna cheat on you,
Spice.
of course.
Just be realistic.
Akon, I fuck
No,
the
because
fuck
Spice,
right
you're like my
through.
sister.
The
I
two
want
fuck
you
for fuck
to
is-
be in
No,
love.
the two
I
of
want
we
you to
are
have a
fuck.
long
No,
life with
the
the
two
man
of we
that
are
loves
fuck.
you.
Now come on, tell her with this type of woman. That is why the men that are up top and the women that are up there with them, they don't want them, bro. Because this is what it is. If the man do A, she doing A too. If the man do B, she gonna be doing B too. It's a revenge thing. It's not like she gonna try to be the better person and to really show and really show the guy, say, hey, I am not, you know. So she gonna be fighting fire with fire. She's gonna be fighting fire with fire, and one of the easiest way to cool a fire is to throw water on it. But these women are not being water; they're gonna be hot too. You hot, I am hot too. That's their philosophy. If you hot, I am hot too. I'm not gonna be no water. I'm not. They don't want to cool it down. They want to be hot too, just like you. It's crazy. So these women, modernized women, really want. They're pretty much living like a man because they exhibit so much masculinity that they pretty much portray themselves as a man. That's why men don't really drawn to them. Real men don't draw to these women. Now, there are some little monopoly, like if you have a rich guy and things, now he might have a soft nature. So he doesn't really use his power like that. So he might flock to these type of women. But then again, they might, you know, some of them will work, you know, they will, yeah, because the money is there and things. So, and they can manipulate him pretty much have him under their control. So they probably will work with him. But most of the dynamics not setting up that way. You might find some like that, which is in the lesser percentage, maybe 1% of the whole thing gonna be like that. But what most of these modernized women who have their shit together fighting for is the guy that they can look up to. And the guy is not, they're too far up, they're too far up to the ceiling. They're pretty much at the wall. They're pretty much hit the wall already. There's not more, you know, the guys are not looking at the ceiling. They're looking down to the floor. And you are at the ceiling. And these women are not going back down to the floor. So they're in a box. I don't know.
See him pleasure when you get out of the sex that eat me love when we get man.
Life.
Yeah.
Spice.
The two of we are fuck and enjoy ourselves. If you a fuck, me a fuck too.
Oh my God.
Period.
Nice.
Yeah, tell her, Akon,
That's the name of this
sweet,
episode.
You see the same way how you feel when I get it. It's sweet, me too. Me and you outside, I went outside.
I love it. Since we're equal on this planet, there's enough of y'all and enough of us. There's no reason.
But now I understand why there's a problem. I get it now. Now it's clear. Like,
Right.
What?
Yes, ChatGPT showed me.
Yeah, see?
Because what it's doing is playing on the narrative of this whole feminist
So you
thing.
think
that women are equal.
ChatGPT is feminist?
Yes, 100%.
No.
It's playing
You
the role.
gave the answer he wanted. You would have said, see?
It's playing
I'm
the
telling
role.
you.
Well, I
it's
thought it was going to be
less.
honest. I thought it was going to be honest.
You think ChatGPT is lying to you?
100%.
Okay, we don't. Okay.
100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I honestly believe it.
All right, but look, now I want to talk about something that Spice posted as a poll on her page.
A poll?
Oh, Lord.
She put up a poll on her page, and her poll was this. All right, if we had to choose between a man who had money but was old and terrible looking, because the guy you put, I don't know who he is, but he looked awful.
Right.
Or a guy who had no money but was handsome. Jordy, I hope you're listening. Or a guy who will never cheat, but he's impotent. Or a guy with a big dick, but he's a cheater. Who are you?
Y'all going with the cheater? Y'all all going with the cheater?
No, we're not. I'm not.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm
Give me
going
the
with
money.
Who you going with?
the no money but handsome.
No money but handsome.
Yeah.
What?
No.
That's better than, first of all, I can't be with somebody I'm not attracted to. So I don't care how much money you have. If you look terrible
Right.
and I'm not attracted to you, I cannot be with you.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you
What's your
think
point?
a very attractive man won't cheat on you?
I
So
didn't say that.
you're okay with him cheating on you, basically?
What? No,
That's
but that's not what one of the options was.
He's going to cheat on you. He is going to cheat on you.
I don't know about that.
But
though.
he's a man.
You think all men cheat?
We all do at one point in
You
time.
think my man's cheating on me?
Listen, he's a strong.
You think
I
my
fuck
man
with
is
your man.
cheating on
I
me?
fuck with your man. I fuck with your man. So
Hold on, let
I
me
fuck-
talk to him. Where
I
are
fuck
you?
with him. He got an iron fist.
Why are you snitching?
He got an iron. No, hell no. I would never. First of all, I'm talking about me.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, your
If
man.
my
I
man
fuck
hung out
with
with
him.
you and cheated, would you tell me?
Nah, if your man hung out with me.
You don't even know him.
I wouldn't. Why would I do that? Why would I tell him?
Wow.
He's a strong man though. He got his house in order. I fuck with him. I'm gonna support him.
That's crazy.
I will support him.
Because if I was with your girl, I would tell you. I'd be like,
I wouldn't want to
Akon,
know though.
you don't want to know if you get cheated on?
Well, I have a question for Akon. If your woman cheat on you, would you take her back?
Yep,
He sure would.
100%.
That's fair. Cheat for cheat.
Why is that?
Because sex
'Cause
don't
he's
have
a
that much
cheater.
value. Like I wouldn't give the sex more value than I have for her.
Okay.
She's more valuable to me than that action.
What if she had a baby and it wasn't yours?
Okay, then that she got it.
Because
That's different. Now you gotta
wanna hear her
now you gotta go
answer to the
take care of your
question.
family, boo boo. You gotta fix your family.
Jody, what's your answer to that question?
The old man.
With money?
He'll die eventually and it'll be fine.
Impotent? No, impotent guy?
No,
he's
the
just
old
ugly.
rich one.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
terrible.
The impotent one that doesn't
No, I
cheat,
think you
it's
should-
like,
oh.
it doesn't work. Then
I
what's
think
the
she hasn't
point?
seen the post.
What's the point of that?
She gotta
didn't
see
see
the
the
look
guy.
of
You
the
didn't see the
guy.
guy.
You gotta
He
see
looked
what.
like,
you
know,
gotta
Mr. Burns on The Simpsons.
Wait, the impotent
No,
one?
you gotta
No,
see.
the old
You gotta
guy.
see the
the rich
picture.
one?
Yeah.
She's talking about my post on
but
my page.
See, the thing with her is she done already created her plan. She knows that
Yeah,
she
he's gonna
got to only
die.
deal with it with a certain amount of years before
Correct.
she inherit all that money.
She gonna give him a heart
But
attack.
having that beast of a thing on you having sex with you, that how would you do?
But the
You're strong. You could have killed
option,
people.
the other options,
You could have become a
What other
murderer.
options?
the other options were what? No cheating, but his dick doesn't work.
Yeah, we don't want
Yeah.
that.
He's poor, but he's
Read them
handsome.
again. Read them
Yeah,
again.
And
Yeah.
the last one was a
Wait,
big dick
start
but he's a
over.
cheater.
No, read them again.
Okay, money but
Ugly.
ugly. No money but handsome. Money's not a big deal to me. Okay, well, because I got it. Will never cheat, but he's impotent. And a big dick but a cheater.
Like,
Well,
I
if he's
don't need a big
impotent, he
dick.
can't cheat.
Yeah, he can. He's not
That's
doing
what I'm
anything.
saying.
But he also has
No
to
one
do.
give one.
But it's not about sex though in a
But like
relationship. What if
It
it's
is part
impact?
No,
of
sex-
a
listen,
relationship is sex.
I promise you,
But if
makes
impact-
its impact.
But if him can't waste it, him can't face it. So you got to think about it now. Like if he,
I don't want somebody that is
I'm just
impotent.
saying.
Yeah, impotent. That's
But he
what
can face it.
You work too hard and too much, and maybe you don't care about that, Spice.
Oh, Spice?
Yes.
Man, Spice want a nigga with a dick.
Yes, you
I
do.
don't care what you say. That's my
You'll be
sister.
okay
I know
with
her.
a guy with no dick?
She want dick.
Not with the hoochie
She
coochie
just
hat.
said, if you cheat, I'm cheating.
Yes, she did.
So she mean it.
That's important. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Real big.
You're not
thick
gonna
beard.
wind up on a nub.
No.
She want the ugly nigga with the long. She don't want no other chick.
Okay, tell me.
She don't want no other chick with this nigga. So she gonna pick the ugliest nigga with that long.
I can't go with the ugly nigga.
Crazy.
Okay.
I think you have to have a strong stomach to date someone that you don't
can't
like,
do
but
it.
just for the money. I couldn't do it.
I mean, looks are gonna fade, so the handsome one is still like okay.
I mean, listen, that's Jordy's choice. If that's what she's,
Well, Jordy is smart, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's a practical decision.
You gotta have a sacrifice. In life, you gotta sacrifice something.
Kill myself.
She's gonna sacrifice the time, let him wear herself out, and she's gonna enjoy life after.
Have you ever been with somebody and woke up and been like, oh, you ain't look like that?
No, I like I see Angela Yee now is a more. It's only the women like this I think will have like a second chance when they're when they're up there and they're looking for a mate because what you said. She go with the handsome guy without money. No, why? Because she already have the money. And this is what I'm saying. This is pretty much the only option these women have. Well, there's probably two options. There's nice option with like Joy in the red dress. She said the old guy with money. She's pretty much just waiting for him to die. So these are their options, really. You have to get with a really old guy that is rich. Right? Or you get with a young guy, but the guy is broke. So, because you're not going to find anything that line up with you or with what you actually want. Your thing is not going to line because you bring yourself so far away from what would be natural to you that you're going to be working with the next best thing, which is this situation. At least Angela Yee can admit, say, look here, I already have money already. Pretty much I'm not going to find a guy that on my level that's going to want me and everything. So, yeah, let me get a guy below me that would actually love me more, want me more, and I can assist him, and he assists. So it more can work that way because they're both exchanging, they're both creating an exchange that benefit to each of them. I think that's work. It even work better with a woman than a whole guy that's on his last lap. Because she kind of can't stand him and they're in the bed and she's gonna be curling up and making up her face and things like that. At least with Angela Yee's situation, she can go out and enjoy her guy and they can go out on vacations and trip and everything. She's paying for it mostly, but so what? She's enjoying herself. And she's having a good time. I mean, true love can come out of a situation even like this than the other one with the old guy. So there are some women that is very realistic. When they realize that they find themselves in a certain situation, they adjust to make the situation work. Unlike Spice.
Last night.
That's entertainment.
That's for the plot.
She took all this off and now you look completely different.
Plot thickens.
Plot thickens.
I mean, it happens, right?
It definitely happens.
Yeah. Do you feel like you were wild when you were younger?
When I was younger, I was definitely wild. Yeah. I would say that.
You said I would say that.
Yeah.
Could you think of like something that was super wild that you did that you were like, damn, I can't believe
I think every man has a story like that.
Really? Everyone?
Every man has a story like that. Because we all had to eventually mature. Because you gotta think when we're getting into like manhood, coming out of puberty, we're in explore mode. Mm-hmm. Like we feel like the world is like we're missing out on something. This is why men practically collect women at that age. Because we just like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Oh, so when I thought I found the baddest one. So it's like you're constantly moving around until you start to realize, okay, the looks and the body and all that ain't really the main focus. Then you start looking at different things like her personality, her heart. You start really starting to narrow things down, right? And then you eventually find somebody, then you stick with them. And then you realize, damn, can I be with this person forever without being with nobody else? So these are all challenges and phases that we have to go through. So every man you meet, they're going to cheat before they become big and better for you. Like men, we grow better with age. As time go, we become perfect.
Yes.
But we have to go through that whole process. And this is why I'm sad for Spice, because Spice don't give a man enough time to grow. She lets him go from the first mistake.
I feel like you tried.
From them blink. Me not try with no man.
You've tried. You've given.
Me not try with no man.
Spice don't give you no time to grow. She was
So she would have picked the choice that Angela picked with the guy that's coming up, but attractive. No, I don't even know which one of them she probably will go with. As I can say, I guess, and then she probably work with the guy with the dick and cheat, and guess what? She just gonna cheat with him. So
you
not try.
But how many women do you think you have to go through before you reach that point?
It's not a lot, actually. Because believe it or not, a lot of the women that guys be with, they're not smashing. It just looks that way.
I want some
You know what I
numbers.
mean?
You like statistics. I want to hear what your number would be on it.
You mean how many women a guy have to go through before they find that one?
She said you.
It can,
Yeah, maybe a lot.
Let me ask ChatGPT.
I'm still not saying.
How many
I'm
women
curious
does
to see.
Akon have to go through before he finds the one? Oh, it said there's no real way to calculate, even if there are roughly 4 billion women in the world. As for Akon specifically, only he could say, okay, that's true.
Let me ask.
Okay. Oh, gosh, Spice, come on.
How many women have Akon been with?
Ooh. ChatGPT's not going to know that
curious.
because he don't even know.
I'm curious. Let's see.
You were a wild youth.
Searching for Akon number.
What did it say?
There's no reliable public number. How many women Akon has been with? Akon has been fairly open about appearing and public discussion, having multiple wives. Akon has said to have 9 children.
Okay, is that true? 9? That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has
so they were
long
right about
described
the 4
himself
billion.
as a polygamist. Claims suggest, ChatGPT is being very cautious. Claims suggest that he has 4 wives.
Allegedly.
Though Akon himself has recently refused to confirm an exact number.
Okay. Not mad at that. So Chad is...
It's been listening to our
Chat's
conversation the
on
whole
it.
time.
Yeah, well...
It's been listening to our
But it's not-
conversation.
it couldn't have heard all of that because we didn't even say all
Right.
of this, you know?
yes, it's a good reaction one. My longest ever. I think I make some very critical and important points in this video. I'm going to have to do them in shorts to also promote it, and hopefully people can come onto the channel and watch the full version. Okay, people. So continue to support me. I'm very I'm trying to build up back my subscriber. My old channel reached like 400 and I think like 470 something, almost there to the halfway mark of 500 subscribers. So I'm working again. I keep working. So help me get this channel moving, so I can feel encouraged to do more reactions and to put on more stuff. As a channel comprised of pretty much everything that I do, from YouTube reaction to my work projects, adventures and other stuff, pretty much anything I feel would be interesting for the channel. Continue to like, subscribe, share. Until next time, Spartan out.